Hello, my name's Kat, and this is going to be a really short video on how to do a Vinyasa. So very often in yoga, in Hatha yoga and in Vinyasa yoga, we'll do what's called a Vinyasa. And basically this is where we practice on one side of the body, normally the right side first, a little sequence. We'll take a Vinyasa and then we'll do the left side. So it's kind of like a little reset almost. And often doing a Vinyasa properly is quite misunderstood. I know it took me a while to really get to grips with exactly the right alignment for it. So we're going to start in downward facing dog. And there's different levels here depending on your flexibility and strength, and also what you want out of the practice as well. So to begin with, we'll do the kind of easiest level. So we're going to inhale, and it's important to flow with the breath here, and we're inhaling into our plank. We really push out of the hands with the shoulders. As we exhale, we're going to draw the knees down to the mat, and then we're going to draw the chest and chin down, keeping the elbows hugged in and the shoulders away from the ears. We draw ourselves all the way down. Keep the hips slightly lifted, and then we dip the hips down on an inhale and come into a gentle cobra. Draw the shoulders back, look forward. Good. As we exhale, we can bring the chest down slightly, push out with the hands, use the knees, and come back via tabletop. Tuck the toes and lift back to downward facing dog. And that's it. So we'll do that again, but a little bit faster and moving with the breath. So we inhale, we come forward to plank. Exhale, drop the knee. Same exhale, drop the chest and chin. Inhale, drop the hips and roll into our gentle cobra. Draw the elbows back. Good. Exhale, we can push back up, tuck the toes, and lift back to downward facing dog. Really good. So the next level would be without the knees. So we inhale, we can come forward. Now here we want to make sure that the shoulders are over the wrists, so we almost tilt our weight forward slightly. And then we exhale, we come into what's called a chaturanga. And chaturanga is just a low plank, basically. So we push the shoulders over the wrists, and we come into a low plank. We keep the elbows hugging in, and we hover about halfway. So the elbows are 45-degree angle. And then when we inhale, we lift the chest up, dip the hips down, come into upward dog. So we move the feet, draw the shoulders back, and then exhale, bring ourselves onto our toes, and dip the hips back to downward dog. So that one's a bit of a tougher one, and in a whole class doing lots of them can really tire you out. So it's good to mix it up and just to listen to your body. So we're going to do that one more time. Inhale, rolling forward to plank. Exhale, coming into chaturanga. Inhale into our upward dog, push the shoulders back. And then exhale, push back to downward facing dog. And that's it. So I hope that was helpful for you, just breaking down the pose slightly, and it's a really good way to build up some strength as well. So building some of those chaturangas into your practice really builds up the shoulders and the arms as well. That would be useful for arm balances or just general yoga. So yeah, thank you for joining me.